Swans, gingerbread men, and chocolate. Yeah, that swan looks a lot darker.
Callum!
Where? Can't even see this
Hansel
kid.
and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Okay. I'm curious if there, because there's a certain part when we are in the tunnel. Where the first jolt, I guess, and where things start getting wonky was I believe when it said about the mother abandoning the children. I'm just curious whether or not possibly Lorraine had actually abandoned Callum, and this is just, she's having a mental breakdown right now. Going off the beaten path, I just want to see. Yeah, but I really did not like it when that squirrel showed up.
Callum,
Where's the...
tell Mommy where you are.
Why did you whisper that, kid?
Another accident. This place.
Is that... Right, someone put a bear. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple university... Oh, okay, what? I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I deduce what has needed from the something writing of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that the resonance of positive emotions can be used to something such a progress. Henderson himself chose to use negative. To feel such a process, Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon, I will know if this has all been for nothing. I'm sorry, is there a knife in that bear's eye? I just realized that.
Hello? Come
Callum.
back.
Mother duck said quack, 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 quack.
Don't hide from me, Callum.
This way, Mommy.
Can we? I don't think we can look up there.
Callum?
It's like whispering right in my ear. Oh, I can jump. No, I can't. I just tricked myself into thinking I could. But looks like the next amusement ride.
Come to mommy, Callum.
Oh god, why do you have to whisper, kid? Don't do that. Okay, let's walk. The Octagon, huh?
Callum, stay where you are. This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Examine report.
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Eyewitness report Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty, Sheriff Bannerman. Witness Creed Norma Creed. A statement. We were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or a lion. As more and more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face, smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying and people were screaming, and Frank and I had these kids and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more and less alive. Wow. Snapped is one way of putting it.
Here right now.
You can't catch me? I'm trying.
Wait, Callum. Where are you? Hello?
Something here.
Oh, I remember this.
I have to say, none of you look that happy.
Callum, where did you go? Come out, sweetie.
Can they decrease it more?
Come out, sweetie.
This way, Mommy.
What the hell was that? Is there someone in the... There is someone in that booth.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Okay, for a minute I thought that telescope was something else. If we just increase the speed, like... I think that's as fast as it can go. Still not the most comforting
Mommy
sound.
needs to see you, Callum. Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Hold on for a sec. Okay, sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. So far we're following along this trail. We're here now, but I'm hoping I'm not missing, because I know there's a Ferris wheel up there as well.
Callum? Where'd you go? Where are you?
Read page. I thought working in a park for, I can't even read that. I thought working in the park for something would be a lot of fun. The end of season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chad. I something Steve, see? Even I am starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamned something in the beginning. It was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, as Chad, the chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Look up and your daughters and all that. Look up your daughters and all that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's diner, still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day, but nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some more new skills since the last time I saw him putting man, this thing is so hard to read when it's so small. Something we in puking up in a gutter outside the something station, because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes is the shape he makes in the ice, though. They give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me. Sizing me up. I fucking me, whatever he was doing. I asked him when he something, and he just stood there. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk ever again. That chipmunk suit ever again. Laura.
Stop, Callum!
Okay.
Callum! Where did you go?
What the hell? What's this supposed to be?
Come back, Callum. Where are you? Come out, sweetie. Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat. Come back.
Mother duck said quack, 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 quack.
Said this way. I'm assuming.
Hello?
This way, Mommy.
Come out, sweetie.
Okay, I need to look at this. Okay, so I guess some part of this is not real.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum. Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
There's a light over there.
Callum, where did you go?
I'm assuming since we can ride every single ride.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Yeah. Examine accident report. Which way? Okay, employee name, Francis Dufresne. Time and date of accident, 25th October, 1976. Job title and department, laborers working on the crane. Supervisor, lead person, Richard Simpleton. Witness, Lawrence Creed, Mubale Edgeworth. Brief description of accident or incident. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directly the driver, Who is standing directly? The driver? Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was... Describe any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Did the injured employee see a doctor? Yes. If yes, did you file an employee portions of a workers' compensation form? Yes. Supervisor's comments. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported seeing this. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide them with urine samples. What could have been done to prevent this incident? Double checking of the straps after transit should be mandatory, and drug screening for all drivers. Have the unsafe conditions been corrected? No.
Where are you? Callum!
I can't. Can't seem to run.
Stay